What's up, guys? Gold Standard, episode 3. Just a heads up, I got another video coming out soon, Strongman Fran. It's going to be a workout. We're just editing it right now so it looks at least somewhat watchable. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how do I get better, how do I improve my WOD times, how can I make regionals, how can I improve my snatch, things like that. Everything is really geared towards improvement, which is awesome. It makes me really happy to see that people are really wanting to get better, have the desire to get better. What I see is a lot of people have the desire to get better, but they lack a lot of the motivation, right? And I say motivation, they say, well, you desire and motivation, sometimes somewhat similar. Yes and no. The reality is a lot of people have desire with no motivation. When it starts to cost them something, they kind of fall off, or when something else comes up, they have a tendency just to not show up, or they can't be real consistent. So what I really see is a major problem in a lot of CrossFitters, and so let me just kind of break this down a little bit. Is people want shortcuts. They don't see how fast this sport is progressing because they don't maybe really follow it like they should. They think they can get really good at it training 3 days a week, and then running 3 days a week or something like that, which is kind of peculiar to me, unusual, strange. Okay, I don't know when the last time somebody who played a sport at a high level was like, I'm going to show up to practice 3 days a week, and the other 3 days a week, I'm going to run. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen. So, what you guys need to watch for is, how do you bring your WOD times down? How do you improve your snatch? How do you make regionals? Are you training 4 to 5 days a week? Are you training a couple double days in there? Are you getting all your skills in there? Or are you dividing your energy between this sport and some other sport? Are you dividing your time from really training CrossFit and incorporating other things that you think are a good idea? You really have to make sure that you're analyzing every part of your training program. Are you overtraining in some areas? Are you undertraining in some areas? And when I say overtraining, I don't mean the term overtraining that people talk about, like, oh, I overtrained, so now I have to sleep for 9 days. I mean overtraining. Are you just spending too much time in one area? Okay? I don't mean overtraining, because I think that, for most people, that's nearly impossible, to be honest. I went to basketball practice for 2 hours today, and then, this guy stayed in the gym for 2 hours longer. He was overtraining. That sounds ridiculous. But as soon as we come to CrossFit, we think that overtraining happens so easily. Oh, I did a WOD today, and if I do a 20-minute Metcon longer, or, I do a lifting session later, then I'll be overtraining. It's like, give me a break, okay? You want to watch more on overtraining and something hilarious? Check out the Power Project and just, it's on markbellpower.com. I talk about that almost every time I get on this. But anyway, it's hilarious. Mark is really funny with this stuff, but he's right on. So if you want to be good, guys, that's the bottom line. You want to improve your snatch? Are you snatching enough? You want to get better at CrossFit? Are you doing enough CrossFit? Okay? You want to go to regionals? Are you working out like a regional athlete? Or do you have other goals? Okay? And that's totally okay. But just acknowledge reality that you're not going to become the best CrossFitter you can be, if you love marathons or you love triathlons, Not saying you can't use CrossFit to become good at those things, but you're not going to become the best at those things, okay? And you're not going to become the best at CrossFit if you can't figure out which one you want to do, okay? So bring those WOD times down by getting in the gym more, okay? Spending time working on your technique, your strength, your cardio, all that stuff. So, but how are you going to bring up your snatch? Unless you send me a video or a breakdown of your technique, I can't necessarily work on that, but I can tell you this much. How often do you snatch? once a week, okay? Well, you saw what once a week results are going to get you. So you want your snatch to move up, figure out a way to get in the gym 2 times, okay, and work on your snatch. You know, 1 more day a week, that's twice as many training sessions on your snatch, okay, in a month. If you practice it 4 times, you practice 8. I mean, when are you going to get better? Right? It only makes sense. So do things that make sense. Stop doing things that don't make sense, okay? Don't go for 5-mile runs before you get to class, okay? Don't do 5-mile runs instead of a strength session or technique work, okay? Master the muscle up, master the double under, master pistols, okay? Do those things that you hate working on, okay? Get your chest to bar pull-ups, you know? String 10 or 15 pull-ups in a row, okay? Show some dedication and some heart, okay? And you guys can get there, okay? There shouldn't be a handful of us out there, you know, pushing CrossFit to the next level. There should be a whole community all just nipping on the best guys' heels, the best girls' heels, just making this sport grow faster and faster. Okay, that's how this is going to happen. That's how you're going to get better, okay? Stop thinking it's only for an elite few, okay? Get in the gym, okay? Take care of your all your weaknesses. That's it. You guys, train more, train smarter. I'm out.